What's good, fire signs? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. This is going to be 3 individual readings, one for Leo, one for, well, actually we're going to do Leo, Aries, Sag. We're going to do it in that order just because it's your birthday, Leo, that's why. 3 individual readings for each fire sign. I will timestamp it below so that you can hop to yours or skip around, whatever you want to do. These are general love tarot messages. That means not everything I say will resonate with every fire sign out there. It's up to you to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. I ask that you only take away the messages that resonate with you, that serve you, in some capacity, motivate you, inspire you, empower you, enlighten you. That is what I'm trying to do here today. Please don't be offended if it's not your message this time around. It won't be every time. Check out your August monthly tarot readings, especially if you're interested in career and finance. There's like a solid half hour of career and finance messages there for you. I just posted them recently, so go to the videos tab of my page. It'll show you all the videos. And feel free to hop around. There's really no time limit or timestamp on the videos I do, so have fun, explore, okay? Anything that feels strange or foreign, release those messages. Don't take on those energies. Everything else about this video will be down in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram.com. If you want to book a personal, that is all down below. What else do I need to tell you? What else? That's it. We're going to hop in. Let's start with Leo. Leo and love. Tell me about Leo's love life. Happy birthday, Leo. I hope this video finds you well. I hope you got a sweetheart that you're excited about that's treating you right. First and foremost, someone who's treating you right, who's matching your vibe. I hope your vibe is high. I hope you are happy. And even if you're not, let's see if we can get you some messages that will help to serve you or empower you in some way. So I do see an ending, but it's a stroke of good luck. It is an ending that's going to benefit you. And let's not jump to any conclusions, right? I know that that's kind of a catch-22 message. We'll dig deep and see. For a lot of you, it does have to do with the Sagittarius, either entering or exiting your life once and for all. In fact, you may end up being the one who breaks this person's heart, walking away from them. Not because you're malicious, but it could be that someone has very fond feelings and affection for you, and you understand you need to walk away, but even you're very heavy-hearted or torn in two, you're split on the issue. It may involve travel of some kind, like you just couldn't make it work, doing like a cross-continental relationship. I almost said cross-country, but yeah, I guess so, you know, bi-coastal relationship, or however you want to say it. You do, in terms of major arcana, the only one I really have here is Sagittarius, kind of twice. There may be some using of substances, whether it's weed or alcohol or something stronger. Just be careful with that, right? I mean, I'm not here to preach to you or anything, but that's your overall outcome, and it's coming out in yours. So this to me says you're trying to numb the pain of something, because there is pain, but here's the thing, it's mostly on your person's part. That's why I think you decide, listen, I'm sorry, I just can't do this anymore. You know, you expand your universe with that Jupiter energy, Wheel of Fortune. That's what I'm saying. There's I don't even know if I would say a bittersweet ending. There's an ending in which the silver linings are immediately recognizable. You know that by losing something, potentially with a Gemini, or an air sign for that matter, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, there's something to be gained there. I don't think your person is going to recognize that immediately, but they will too. It is actually divinely guided for them. So that's one set of messages, right? That's not your entire reading. So let's hop in and get a little bit more clarity here. So your person is at a crossroads, but they're kind of put off. They don't think they measure up in your life, and I think it's coming off as a little bit resentful, but deep down it's very much hurt, because I think you left them hanging. In a way, your person it might not be vibing high, because it seems like they've been putting their own life, their own growth, their own developments on pause for you. Particularly a redhead, I'm being called to say. Obviously not for everyone, but yeah, for some of you, you'll know who that is. But they're sort of like, where do I stand in your life? Where do I fit in? Am I just a piece to the puzzle? Like, I think they're asking you for the greater picture. And I don't think all my Leos really know. I think they were testing out the waters, or something about measuring up here is important. Someone either didn't meet your standards or expectations, or vice versa, right? The energy can go vice versa, but This person is sweet as candy, but do they check off the other boxes, Leo? They're sweet as candy, but they may be, I don't know, they may be too sweet. They may be too innocent. They may be too, you know what it is? I'm almost getting naive. Like they haven't led a very, I don't know how you want to say it, not fulfilled life. I'm not trying to shit on your person, but they may have a very narrow mindset. They're not very worldly. Maybe they've always lived in the same place with the same people, and again, that's their whole world. But to you, Leo, a fire sign, right? Typically, you guys like to travel. You guys like to expand your horizons. You like to experience new things. And so maybe that's where you guys struggle. Maybe someone is very happy just being at status quo where things are. Yeah, someone doesn't want to move forward, but they do want to move forward with you. They want to build with you, but it could be that their job will not allow them to travel or move with you or go in a new direction. This person does seem very committed to their job, but it could also be that they're having trouble finding a place for you. Where do you fit in if this is my career? And for the most part, it seems like their career is in a very positive place. The Empress and King of Pentacles, great money cards. But yeah, then when it comes to you, it's like, it's a video game. It's a maze. It's like, it's constantly running from one thing to another is sort of what I'm getting. And then Eight of Swords, yeah, it's a mental prison. So then in their overall heart space, they are heartbroken. Again, on the line, someone left someone waiting. The message could go vice versa, but I am sort of getting, and maybe it's both. Maybe you're both waiting for your person to step up and make a decision, only, you know, it would be to feed each other's, however you want to phrase it, desires, wishes. You both want something from the other person, but the other person I don't think necessarily sees eye to eye. So your person is ultimately thinking, am I going to continue to juggle this and Leo? Am I going to try and make it work? Am I going to put my dreams or wishes on delay or vice versa? Is Leo going to continue to do that until I figure out where I want to go or what I want to do? Again, they have very strong work cards. In fact, they may be getting more responsibility or more money or a raise or something, in which case that's going to take up more of their time. So it's almost like the writing is on the wall here, is sort of what I see. Your person is waiting for you to reach out to them. You might not even be together at this point. You have two Knights. You have the Knight of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then you have the Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Earth signs. They're waiting for you to reach out and make some sort of offer to them, but it's something has passed. I almost think this action card is accepting the very harsh and bitter truth that something ended in a way that was kind of painful. It ended in a way that was not anticipated or desired or wanted, but ultimately there's fortune in recognizing that was a chapter of one's life, and now it's time to start writing the next one. It's time to move on to the next one. So again, that's coming up in your person spread. So this might be someone in your life, Leo, that again, you chose to break up with, and maybe you're confused why this is coming up in your spread because the affection for them isn't necessarily matched. But I guess the universe is asking you to consider something about it, and maybe that something is just, what did you walk away learning, right? The silver lining to this, it's a brutal, bitter end, but it's ultimately saying, We've gained knowledge, swords. We've gained some sort of insight or empowerment to do it different the next time. Somebody may have had wandering eyes. If that's the case, it was likely you, Leo. Again, there's not an attack on you here, but so then what is this? Your overall thought is Five of Wands. There's something about this card where it's like it wasn't the full package. Again, measuring up literally. It's like having difficulties in the bedroom or sexually, that may have been like a common difficulty or obstacle between you guys. It could just be that there wasn't a sex life or there wasn't enough passion to get things going. Yeah, I think you're the one who tossed the cup of love out, right? There wasn't enough satisfaction in this relationship for you. And so again, it's an ending, and it's not the most enjoyable one. It's not 10 of Cups, right? It's for your person, it's pain. For your person is like, ouch, Leo just kind of kicked the shit out of me on that one, right? Mental pain. And for you, it's like, I almost said physical pain. So maybe for some of you, but that could indicate that there is like some deep depression, like not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. For you, though, I think, Leo, it comes more from a perspective of, am I ever going to find my person? It's like every time I get excited about someone, it's lackluster, or it's unfulfilling, or it's not what I want it to be. So again, generally speaking, this isn't for everyone, your feelings of satisfaction or depression or sadness or heavy-heartedness, Yeah, maybe it has to do with letting this person go because you probably don't want to be the bad guy, right? You're not trying to hurt them, but more so you're hurting because you feel like your person isn't out there, which I'm telling you, you're wrong. But yeah, you're in a state of it's never my turn. I'm unlucky in love. Every time I get excited, someone breaks my heart, or every time someone likes me, I never like them back. It's that type of energy. I am going to get you some positive messages, but I have to read what came out first. And yeah, right now there's a little bit of struggle here, Leo. I'm not going to lie to you. So in your heart space, 6 of Pentacles, so you're waiting for a gift. Some of you are waiting for an anniversary gift, or, oh, it's a birthday gift. Duh, right? You're Leo. Okay. You're anticipating some sort of gift. Some of you got a gift from your person that was very lackluster or almost insulting, or it could be that some of you were anticipating, this is not for most of you, but if some of you have been with this person for a while and it's up and down, it's this and that, like it's never consistently great, it could be that you were thinking they were going to come in with some sort of proposal. It doesn't have to be marriage proposal, but some sort of shiny token, right? To like win you back and, present you with this beautiful love offer and this and that. If that was the case, it's almost like what they offered you, you were just like, are you kidding me? Like, it may have been the final straw, and you know what? Like, I'm done with you. Girl bye or boy bye, however you want to say it. That's what I mean. You're distancing yourself from this relationship is not as heavy-hearted as it is for them. If anything, you're frustrated. You're kind of angry that it's like, it's never quite right for you. That's sort of what I get from this. And I just have to be honest, something about, God, how do I even say this? Someone's body type or, again, like your sexual compatibility was missing. It wasn't right. I'm trying to be delicate here, but whether you're male, female, whatever, it's like they couldn't satisfy you. You understand what I'm saying? Male or female, that's coming up in your spread very heavily, and it's just like, what the hell? And again, that's not everybody's story, right? So, yeah. It's like they didn't have the right equipment. I just keep hearing that. They didn't have the proper tools to get you there. And so you're just kind of like, I'm not your teacher. I can't show you how to do it. I can tell you what I like or what I want, but if you can't deliver, then... And so, I mean, that kind of sucks for your person, and I'm sure they didn't like hearing that. It probably really took a dig at their ego, right, and any sexual confidence they had. That seems to be an issue here. So again, if this is someone you're with and you really do love them, but it's like there's a sexual component's missing, I wouldn't give up on it entirely. Those types of things can be fixed or dealt with, or, go talk to a sex counselor, go see a doctor, whatever the problem is. That's not long-term, termination. That's it could never be. But if the lack of desire isn't there, and for some of my Leos that's the case, well then, yeah, you're right to be like, you know what? Let's manifest something new. Let's focus on creating another relationship. But it does mean for my Leos, you're walking away from something. But again, with this 8 of Cups, there isn't this like, oh, I don't want to leave it. It's been my everything. It's kind of like, it's time. Like you hear the calling, right? You hear the calling that it's time to expand. The wheel is moving forward. It's time to move on. So some of you are going to end up moving towards a Sagittarius. Some of you are going to choose to break up with someone and not have someone else waiting in the wings, and so you're going to go into the state of, I'm just going to be in the couch with my bowl of Cheetos and my weed, and again, it's your birthday, Leo, be smart. I'm not condoning this, but I'm also not saying, don't, how could you, Here's the thing. I mean, we have to look at the ridiculous depiction of this card, right? Like, Harley Spencer Tarot, I'm giving her a shout out on all my videos. It's a great tarot deck. She's delightful. Follow her Instagram. She's wacky and fun, and it's great. Anyway, with this, I see something that you had essentially married yourself to, committed yourself to, a life path, a journey, a romantic relationship with this person. Something about it ended up keeping you very, I don't know if it's secluded or lacking freedom. That's important to all my fire signs. This is saying once you get out of that relationship that kept you stuck, maybe you're the 8 of Swords, right? Maybe it was a long time coming and you just want to get out of this relationship. Again, body type, I don't know why that's coming up, but it's coming up a lot here. Maybe you were dating someone who had very unhealthy eating habits or whatever the case may be, right? There was something about that where it became lackluster for you. Essentially what I'm getting at is you're the nun who's going to start smoking weed or whatever, right? There's something about I have married myself to the idea of being with this person. I have married myself to living in the city because that's where he is or that's where she is. And all of a sudden you're like, you know what? fuck it. That's what's coming up here. She's married herself to God. She's sworn on the Bible she's going to do this and that, but she's kind of decided to dabble, right? That's what I mean. Something that you were, it's not that you had your heart set on it. It's almost like you felt like it was a predetermined fate for you to be with this person, or for you to, what I'm saying is you course correct. You change your mind. What I'm getting is very quickly. Some of you, there is an element of it might be self-pity, but what I was going to say is self-loathing. And it's because I think you know that you're going to break this person's heart by splitting up with them. They seem to be dealing with a lot in their personal life. Some of it has to do with you, but some of it is deeply personal wounds. Okay, you may be even dating somebody who has severe body image, body dysmorphia, right? Something like that. And it's like, no matter how much you tell them you love them and that they're beautiful, and male or female, right? This person may not be able to get out of their own head. And for you, it's like, what else can I do? I love you, babe. You're great. But if they don't believe it themselves, then here's the thing. Again, this is tough love for both people here. They have some spiritual healing to do. They have they're being called to grow as an individual, to learn to love themselves. Because, yeah, that doesn't make for a healthy, balanced relationship if one person is constantly in need, if one person is constantly, lacking confidence, especially in the bedroom. That's not going to fly with you, Leo, right? That might be a very large part of this. You may have been dating someone who really lacked any self-love or self-confidence. And again, it's like you don't want to add insult to injury and hurt them even further. But ultimately, it's not your responsibility to do the healing for them. And that's what I mean. There is this sense of not self-hatred, but you yourself are like, shit, now I'm the bad guy and I feel really bad about what I did to this person. I really don't think you meant to hurt this person. I don't think you wanted to hurt this person, but there was a reason why you felt like you couldn't make it work with them. And again, that is your right, isn't it, Leo? So Ten of Pentacles. Ooh, some of you are going to get involved with someone who's already married or already committed, potentially a Sagittarius or a Capricorn or a Cancer. So some of you may go from a Cancer to a Sag or vice versa. You may end up traveling to see someone who lives at a distance from you. They may be staying with relatives or staying with their parents. But they're sexy. They're sexy as fuck, Leo, and you would be excited about that. So here's what I'm getting. You're going to go through a state of woe is me. You're going to, and I know this isn't what you want to hear. I'm sorry, this message kind of sucks, but it does get better. A lot of my Leos are going through a woe is me phase. There's like a solid week or 2 weeks or whatever it is for you. The timeline is very personal and individual, where you're a little bit in your feels. You're a little bit in your head. You feel just like, oh, this is the end of the world. What has my life become? Raise your vibration. Get out of that mindset real quick. Maybe some of you had to literally move in with your parents because you broke off a relationship, and that's definitely not what you're wanting to do, but there is a return to home here with the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles. So again, it may involve someone you're dating who already has a family or kids or whatever, but there also could be an uprooting of the home and going to live with someone else, even an older sister, potentially another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It could be in a relationship you start dating another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Temperance is ultimately, yes, it's Sagittarius. Yes, it's the nun smoking all types of fun, crazy stuff. It is a card of self-healing. It comes after the Death card, and the Death card is all about endings and major transitioning, growth, renewal, rebirth. Both of you are going to take some time to sort of do some self-assessment and ultimately, what kind of life do you want to build from here? Where do you want to go from here? What action are you going to choose to take? Both these cards denote action. It's a card of victory. For a lot of you, this involves an Aries. Potentially an Aries was the one that couldn't grow with you, or an Aries that lacked confidence. Wow. Oh, that poor Aries. They're probably struggling internally, but if you're not ready to jump back into a relationship, and some of you probably aren't, and others probably will but shouldn't, it's saying focus on your career too. Put some time and money into something tangible, into something solid where you can actually track your growth and career. Some of you may be very into exercise or getting involved in, even like a career that involves physical fitness, I'll say, something like that. You're going to start here, but again, I think you're going to course correct and go in a new direction and get grounded, get solid again, and start to rebuild your empire. Some of you may be hearing from an Aries that you haven't heard from in a very long time. It could be an Aries that rejected you in the past. Yeah, I'm getting like smoke signals or something. Yeah, someone who you, Leo, may view as a soulmate, or possibly an Aries that you were married to, or an Aries that was married at the time that you had interest in. Something about that, something about the Aries is very important. And it might just end up being your soulmate. It might just end up being your Ten of Pentacles. So for those who don't currently have an Aries in your life, it may just end up with some sort of contract with an Aries, a business contract, a marriage contract. Two of Cups in the Sun, that's you, Leo, new partnership. So it could be new partnership with, again, Aries, Leo, Sag is very strong in this spread. It could also be a Cancer or even a Libra. Maybe there's two Leos, right? Maybe you're going to go off and get your kicks. There's new love. I think that's what most of you are being guided towards. But there's going to be a stage of assessment and rose-tinted glasses of the past. So word to the wise, right? If you do sever it off with someone and you're in your, I was going to say you're in your right mind. You are, right? You have to make firm convictions is sort of what I'm hearing. There is going to be a moment where you question, did I make the wrong move? Did I do the right thing? Did I do the wrong thing? Remove the rose-tinted glasses. You did this for a reason, so focus on the future. Don't constantly be returning back to the past, because not all your solutions are going to be solved with someone from the past. It's about having faith and optimism that as you go into the future, there's growth, there's renewal, there's happiness coming in that you don't even know about yet. Keep your vibe high, Leo. That's what I got for you. All right. Should we throw some zodiac signs on this? You actually had quite a few. I typically only do that if there aren't any major arcana, but as I said, you had quite a bit. But I'll do it just because. I saw Taurus at the top of the deck. What zodiac signs want to come out in Leo's reading here? Any zodiac signs want to come out in Leo's read? For Leos? Cancer. Taurus. Aries. Aquarius. Virgo. Bottom of the deck is Pisces. All right, y'all, that's what I got for you. Should we transition over to our other fiery friends? Should we do Aries? Yeah, let's do Aries next. They showed up so much in your spread here. So, for my Aries, let's get them some messages. Aries in love. Tell me about Aries' love life. The person they're thinking of, or if they don't currently have a person, the one coming in, the one that maybe they need to release, whatever wants to come in for Aries. Aries. 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles. Yuck. I don't like the 5, but I do like the 3. All right. And then let's get some more. I feel like I should be vamping. What can I tell you? What's up, Aries? How you doing? Hope this video finds you well. What a year it's been. Is anyone else exhausted? I hope your vibe is high. It's hard, right? The universe is throwing us new challenges and obstacles every day. Let's hope love isn't one of them, but if it is, I'm here for you guys. Let's do it. Aries in love, give me 3 cards for what the universe wants them to know, please. Oof, too many cards. All right, we'll do it. The Fool, new beginnings, new adventures, positivity. It's a good outlook on life. Sometimes it's plunging headfirst into adventure, into newness. It is a card of Aries. It's also Aquarian energy. It's Uranus, however you want to say it. It's Uranus, right? Uniqueness, individuality, rebellion, uniqueness, contrarian is sort of what I'm getting from that. Yeah, you're walking away from someone who wasted your time. A lot of you are anyway. All right, so let's look at your actual cards, your actual spread here. So you both have 5 of Pentacles in the heart space. You're both feeling lonely or abandoned or going through some sort of hardship. It could be a financial contract has ended, especially for you, Aries, or it could just be that a relationship has ended and you both are kind of showing up in this spread as like a mutual, oh, it's hard, we're struggling. Yeah, a lot of you Aries are being asked, do you really want to go back to that person? That's sort of what I'm getting. Or are you going to stay strong in your ground? Are you going to be very firm in the decisions that you've made? Are you going to power through and find your own inner strength and keep your vibe high and not settle in love, not go back to people who did you dirty or who you feel like abandoned you? Or, yeah, this feels like a questioning of, should I go back to my ex? I mean, I can tell you right now, bottom of the deck says nope. But you're going to do what you want to do, Aries, and that's okay. I'm going to throw some scenarios at you here, but that message seems to be very prevalent in the spread here. So your person's headspace, they probably are participating in third-party activities that may have been the source or the main cause of the disruption of the harmony of this relationship you guys had. Could also indicate that they are surrounded by, I want to say, like parents or even friends who are putting lots of pressure on them in regards to their dating life and their love life. They're very nosy. They intervene and kind of pop their head in and out of this person's life. And I think it's actually causing them confusion. It's like they've lost track of what they even believe or know anymore, because there's other people, it feels like they're like very heavily influencing them in their dating life. Again, it could be their parents, particularly their mother. It could be, this may have something to do with a Taurus. The Taurus who rides horses. The Taurus who longs for freedom, who wants to go on adventures, but it's almost like they're being kept. So I suppose this could indicate too that you might be this person coming out of your spread might be married. In which case it's like they have the child and they have the wife or they have the husband and they have there's forces or people kind of keeping them stuck or in limbo, but they do dream about going off on some new adventure. But in their heart space, they have 5 of Pentacles. So again, loneliness, hardship, a loss of faith, a crisis of faith, feeling like nobody loves them. They have no one stroking them or feeding their ego. And again, I'm not making them out to be a bad guy. That's never my intention. But there is a card of nobody wants to pay attention to me. Like pouting. There's pouting here. That's how I would say it. This might literally be your child. I always give that. It doesn't always have to be sexual relationships, right? But they feel abandoned by the family. So it could be the opposite. It could be that they feel they're an outcast by their family. Like they don't fit in with the family. And so maybe they're looking at you as Aries is going to be my family. Aries is my person. And yet I don't know if they really are. Okay, so this could also be a situation where you guys were married and someone decided to leave. Somebody either had wandering eyes or they just, again, they felt suffocated by their person. So your person, yeah, they're walking away from something to focus on their own health or to go towards a Sagittarius, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or possibly a Capricorn. Oh gosh. This, I don't even know how to say this because I heard kind of a nasty connotation, so I don't really feel comfortable saying it, but this person might sleep around quite a bit. They may have a reputation for being a little bit messy, if that makes sense, in terms of having many partners, all in the same little space. Like if this is a friends group, it's like and it doesn't have to be male. If in fact I'm getting very heavy feminine energy on this, it's like they sleep around quite a bit. And I think they do that to make themselves feel better. I think they do that to heal themselves, to prove that they're still wanted, to prove that they're still worthy. It might be a fire sign in Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, it's like they get their kicks, they get self-empowerment by burning other people. And I don't think they mean to, but there's a lot of kind of wacky psychology going on here. It's almost, yeah, it's like they find comfort in the fact that they can sleep with whoever they want. And so there's a tendency for this person to be a player, to be a hit it and quit it person because they're very broken and sad inside. And again, for the cross watchers, I'm not attacking you guys. This might be the Aries for the cross watchers. Sometimes the messages go in reverse. You have double devil energy. And yeah, you have someone who likes to be the center of attention, but inside they're very wounded. They're a very hurt person. They may have lacked a lot of maternal or paternal love as a child, and so they seek that in romantic partnership. So a lot of them, it's like they're lying to themselves, or they probably lied to you in that they're like, fine, like I don't need you anyway. I'll be fine all on my own, but they're not. They're really, really sad. It's more than pouting. It's like there's a gap in their heart without you. And so they're going to go out and paint the town red. They're probably going to hook up with new people, but it's not, from what I can see, it's not a lasting relationship. It's like they need to feel good about themselves again. And ironically, doing that, it's going to make them feel worse. Ooh, I'm worried about your person. Aries, you always get people that are just gentle baby deer. And they don't act like it, though. It's very deceiving. But God, it pulls at my heartstrings. Because, yeah, this person has a lot of mental baggage that stems from their childhood. They may have even grown up in an abusive household. Oh, that's a sad one. Yeah, there's something about they feel very bound or kept by their parents or by their guardians or by someone in their life who exerts a lot of mental abuse or power is projected onto this person, and they just seem very lost. It's almost like they are searching for a parent, like a good, loving, nurturing parent in every relationship that they get themselves into. And I think you maybe got tired of being that person. Let's look into your energy. Ooh, these are heavy, guys. These are heavy ones. You're thinking about starting new, or you're thinking about going towards an Aquarius or another Aries. Or you're thinking about a Pisces. You're dreaming about how good it could have been before it got messy. Your person may be an addict of some kind. They may use substances, again, they like self-medicate. This person also self-medicates by throwing themselves into social and sexual situations so that they can forget about what's really causing them a lot of trouble. This person may have had a hard time financially too. They may have had to work, jobs from age 15, 16 or something just to get by. They may not have a set of parents that helps them in any way. Yeah, so a lot of you are contemplating or thinking about moving on. Well, gosh, look at you guys. Look at that. That's double confirmation. It sounds like a twin flame relationship. A lot of you feel like you wasted your time with a person who can't give you what you want, or vice versa. Maybe you're with someone that you do love, but I can't give you what you need, because I think for a lot of them right now, what they need is to heal their own wounds. This person may even need to check into some sort of like rehab of some kind, or rebuild their life. I say this to you all the time. I think for many of my Aries out there, it's your gut reaction to jump in and rescue and save the day and help this person out, because you do have affection for them, even if they drive you nuts. Again, it might be your child. Your gut reaction is to swoop in like Superman, Superwoman, and save the day. And this time I don't think you're going to. And I think you're deciding to. Although it's possible that the universe is throwing you obstacles on purpose to get you to see that this is where you draw the line. In your heart, there's a richness in the love that you can provide to this person, but it is karmic justice, or I don't know how you want to say it. It is right. It is the correct thing for them to learn lessons on their own, to not be the one enforcing the rules, but also not being the one to come in and save the day. By giving this person some tough love, by distancing yourself from them, and ultimately letting them figure out how to rebuild from their mistakes, not coming in to lend them money, not coming in to defend their honor. It's almost like sink or swim. This person needs to step up and start swimming, because you've been their lifeboat. You've been their life raft for quite some time is what I'm getting. And it's killing you in a sense, because you do want to help them. Sorry, your card fell. It's incredibly frustrating for you to not come in and save the day. You really want to, but I think most of my Aries are not going to do it. They are going to practice tough love and have faith that the universe, God, source, spirit, is looking out for this person too. And everybody has an individual path with obstacles that they need to learn to overcome. That's what's happening here for my Aries. So in your action, yeah, again, it's like, am I going to be nostalgic about this person and rush in with my cup of love, or am I going to stand strong in my convictions? Am I going to stand strong? Am I going to practice strength and tenacity and endurance to, again, it's like, give it up to God. If something about this, you're trying to force something to be better and it's just not, I think it's a time to release, to let go, to understand that maybe some of these obstacles are divinely guided. In a sense, rejection is divine protection, and it might just be that your rejection is actually passing it off to the divine so that they can step in and help this person in seeing a new path and seeing a new light, in bringing illumination to the relationships that they keep in their life. All right, Aries, that's a heavy one. So let's get you some more positive messages. I think that's very valid. I think these are very important messages, but I do recognize that's not for everybody. So if you've still hung around, my beautiful Aries, let's get you some other messages about a totally different energy. For my Aries who don't relate to that person, can we get some, I'm going to say some more optimistic or hopeful messages for those who are single and looking, for those who are with someone that they have very fond affection for. Can we give Aries some messages about that? For Aries. All right, the Lovers. So a card of Gemini. Reuniting lovers who have been at a distance, particularly with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. If some of you have been working away from your family or just haven't been able to spend enough time with your family, this may indicate, yeah, you're going to reinvest time in your husband and your wife and the kids. Yeah, there's actually like a really beautiful message. Yeah, some of you are choosing to focus less on work. It could be that you've been really stressed, especially if you've been working from home or not working at all. There's like a revitalization of, you know what, I'm surrounded by beautiful people, and that's reason enough to be thankful. A lot of you are going to go camping or sit by a bonfire or do something very family focused. Take a little vacation or something like that. I'm getting heavily spending time with the kids. So even if you don't have kids, Aries, maybe you're hanging out with your family and it's your sister's kids, maybe it's your boyfriend's kids. There's something about bringing the kids along, and it's a fun little journey. Some of you are taking aim at a Capricorn and you're very intimidated because you have feelings for them, but I think you're going to make your feelings or your intentions known. A lot of you are going to choose to release someone from your past, particularly an ex that you were married to at one point. It could have been a Taurus or a Gemini, even a water sign. A lot of you are choosing to release that person who I think you're already separated, but in your heart you may still be carrying feelings for them. Yeah, a lot of you are recognizing that that's your shadow side. That's the part of you that wants to control and not let go. And you're like, you know what? New chapter, clean slate, new page. Like I'm ready for new beginnings. So if that's the case, you may have a male air sign. A male earth sign is coming through. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whatever gender you are. Yeah, someone who brings you peace of mind, someone who tells you stories before bed. That's really cute. Someone who has lots of interesting stories. They've lived a very crazy life, but it's fascinating. You could listen to them talk all day. For a lot of you, it might just be a Cancer. And again, something about going on a little trip with this person, a day trip. You might go to the lake or do something by the water. Again, camping is coming through here. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of you feel like you wish you could get back your time with someone who either did you wrong, or again, if this is a happy family, some of you are looking back and wishing you had spent more time with your kids, or wishing you had spent more time nurturing a relationship. It's not to say you can't, especially with a Cancer. Let's see, Cancer, Libra, and Taurus are coming up quite prominent here. Some of you are going to choose to not get divorced. And that sort of makes sense with what's showing here. A lot of you, it's like maybe that was conversation that was put on the table, like, hey, we're not really happy. Like, where are you at? Where I'm at? Where am I at? Where are you at? I actually think it's like you guys are holding hands together. It's like you would both like to make this work. So some of you may have had some sort of awakening where, I don't know if it was like testing the waters elsewhere with new romantic partnership, but I do have to say a lot of you, it's like, you have resentment or regret that you didn't nurture a relationship properly. So it's almost like before you throw in the towel, you're like, you know what? Let's give this one more try. Like I'm not ready to cut it yet. Queen of Swords in reverse. For others of you, you were dealing with someone who may have a mental illness that might not even be a romantic relationship. In fact, for most of you, it isn't. It's saying you're going to go spend time with someone, probably your family or a friend who's struggling with anxiety or depression or, again, some sort of mental illness. And it might be a Cancer. I'm sort of getting somebody who made a poor decision, and again, there's regret or it's not resentment. That sort of denotes anger. It's not. There's a regret or a longing for wishing you could do it better, feeling like you wasted your time or that you robbed yourself of an opportunity. Something about that may come around again where you can actually reconcile it. There's healing coming to a relationship where, again, you're not ready to sever it entirely. Yeah, you're ready to go in there and put some action into it and make it work, particularly with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, Aries, that's what I got for you. Please like, share, subscribe if you've made it that far. Why not stick around? We're going to do Sagittarius next. Sagittarius. Sagittarius in love. Squagimatarius. Sagittarius, you are putting people through the ringer right now. You guys know I love you, right? I know many, when I say many, I'm talking like 4 or 5 close friends. We're struggling with you, Sagittarians. What are you doing? What are you up to, Sag? All right. Tell me about Sagittarius' love life, the person they're thinking about, what the universe wants you to know about it. Sagittarius. Well, that makes sense. Healing. So, coming up in your person's first card is the card of heartbreak, of sadness. Can we heal this wound? What's going on in Sagittarius' love life? Give me a little sneak peek. If you guys get the 8 of Swords or the 9 of Wands or the 5 of Cups, Sagittarius, I'm giving you tough love. I'm kidding. All right, for real though, let's get Sagittarius some helpful messages. Oh God, this is a mess. I'm not even going to take these cards, but I'm going to show them to you. I'm so not into this, Sag. I don't want to do this energy for you anymore. When you guys are vibing high, you're like the funnest people, but my goodness is this heavy energy. 3 of Hearts, sorrow, pain, depression, 5 of Cups, feeling like there's something didn't work out and it's causing you like a lot of sorrow, a lot of, again, depression, woe is me. It's saying focus on the silver lining, the 2 of Cups that still remain, the cups that haven't been spoiled or spilled or broken. It could potentially mean finding a new partnership with someone else. But sorry, this card has come out a lot actually. This might be card of the day. 7 of Wands, it's fighting for what you want. It's feeling empowered. It's feeling like you're not going to just lie down and take it. You're going to stand up and fight for who or what you want. For some of you Sagittarians, that might be standing up and fighting for you. If you've been a doormat, if people are trampling all over you, if you've invested your heart and your love in someone and they're just not giving in, it's almost like this is a contradictory message. It's like, what are you putting your energy and your time into, and is it worth it? Are you fighting with someone where it's like no matter what you do, the results are just lackluster, right? Now, the way I do these spreads, this technically would have been your person's energy. So I guess I'm going to do this, Sag. I'm making you aware that this energy is coming up in your spread, and it's rough. This is rough. So what is this? Are you putting someone through that? Are you keeping someone warm? Are you keeping them on the back burner? And I'm not trying to put blame onto you at all. That's never my intention, but I'm making you aware this energy has been coming up in your love spreads, and it's like, I hate giving these messages, and to be honest, I can tell the fire signs because I've done, obviously, Leo and Aries before you. Oh, you guys, there's like a lot going on. So don't get me wrong, I am here to help, but I'm almost doing it as, I see it as like doing a gift. I could read these cards for you and go into detail, or I could just show them to you and be like, we gotta cut this shit. What is it? Is this you? Can you seek help for this? Or is this your person? Do you need to like give them very tough love and be like, you know what? I can't do this with you. Do you know what I mean? I'm showing you this as like let's get this out of here so that we can move on to like positive relationships where we love ourselves, where we honor ourselves, where we value ourselves. Sag, I want to keep it light with you this time. I don't know what it is. I don't want to do a lackluster message for you. You guys can appreciate that, right? Let's get some positive vibes, some optimism, Jupiter energy, expansion, fortune, happiness, good luck. Tell me about that kind of energy for Sagittarius, please. We're going to use Harley Spencer Tarot. It's naughty, it's sexy, it's sassy. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, cool. 7 of Swords. Enough. I'm kidding. No, I like these cards better. Okay. For Sagittarius, please. Let's get some fresh messages. Enough of the bullshit. No more bullshit love messages, Sag. For Sag, 9 of Wands. There it is. Every time. It is one of your cards. The Star. All right. So there's something sexy with an Aquarius here. I can't with you, Sag. 10 of Swords, the Tower, 7 of Swords. Okay, the universe is like, no, help them. 8 of Swords, they're in a mental prison. Help them, okay? Some of you are about to get spanked. And that might be sexual stuff with a Leo, or that might be, you may be reprimanded by someone in your life. It could be your spouse, like they're coming down with like the, they're coming down to spank you. And for some of you, it's not in the sexual sense. It's like you've done wrong and you're being reprimanded for your behavior, for your mistake. This could also be your parents too, or it could be that you're reprimanding your child, Sag. Something about that, someone is coming down with like the law is what I'm getting. And it's very likely an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, so who's coming in Sagittarius' spread here in the cards? There is lots of Leo energy here. These cards are coming out quite a bit, though, because we are in Leo season, right? So you might not be watching this in Leo season. You may be watching this a month out, but something about the timestamp of Leo season is going to be important. Just putting that out there. Potentially for new love. Under that is Two of Cups. So putting your options down and maybe investing in new love. Or choosing. If choosing has been a very difficult decision, some of you are going to make a choice. So you have a person who is spying on you or who's keeping a very close watch on you. They're very likely at a distance from you. This might be an ex, or it might be someone new who it's like your worlds haven't collided, but they know who you are. In fact, I'm hearing that very strong. They know who you are. You might not be aware of who this is yet. So in their heart, there's an Ace of Cups. So this is either a celebration of a milestone, an anniversary, or it's brand new. For most of you, that actually might be what this is. This could be someone who you work with, who you're celebrating some sort of, like a work anniversary party, like something that would involve champagne. Maybe you're celebrating a birthday. Maybe you have a special Leo in your life and you're celebrating the Leo's birthday. The thing is, I don't know, this person from afar, Page of Swords, which is the spy card, or wanting to send small bits of communication, because it's a page, it's not brand new, but you might not be aware who this is yet with Ace of Cups. So again, it could be someone in your office space who, and I say office space, whatever that is for you, right? Or your neighbor, your social group, where you interact with them occasionally, but you've probably never thought of them romantically. They may actually come in with like a very intense offer. It might be a Leo. It's like, it could be that your Leo is, I'm just going to say like drinking more. And it's not necessarily that. It's just they're kind of like flirty. It's that kind of thing. And they come in with like, just so you know, I think you are so beautiful. Like they're a little bit, they're a little drunk and they're coming in with like, look at all those hearts. There's something kind of immature and sweet about this person. The way like, you know, when you're in school, you write little hearts on your notebook. In metaphor, that's what this person is doing for you. Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, they hold a cup of love for you, but they haven't been vocal about it yet. With Page of Swords, they're not communicating it, right? There's no swords. They're spying. They're getting an idea of what it is that you like. It's like they're trying to come in and woo you with their charms, and so I think they will, Ace of Cups. What is this? Something about being brainwashed or programmed? What is that about? By a group of like catty women or even children, a group of 3 children. I am getting women. So I don't know if you have 3 daughters, Sagittarius, or if you're a group of 3 women. Do you work with, and I'm not saying you have to be a woman, you could be the 4th, but yeah, something about three women or 3 girls, 3 ladies is coming up in the action card. So you may meet them in a social setting with a bunch of your girlfriends. What is that about? Give me one more on this, please. Actually, I'm going to switch decks. I don't love that deck. I got to be honest. This deck is beautiful, vice versa tarot, but my tarot readers out there will know there's some decks you just don't connect with as well. And it's beautiful. I always pull this deck out to use it, and when I pull messages from it, I'm not inspired. I hate that, and I think sometimes you have to use it more to get accustomed to it, but yeah, I don't know, something about this deck, it's like, I always want to switch away from it. So that in itself is a message for me, so we gonna switch to Golden Girls Tarot. Oh, some of you, if you work at a retail store, that's exactly where this is going to take place. If you work in retail, again, in groups of women or in the women's department or something where maybe you sell cosmetics or something very feminine by nature, or even houses, real estate. I don't know why those messages are coming through, but it's coming up in your actions. So some of you are having a CAT scan. I don't know why that's coming through. So it could even be your nurse. What? That just took a turn. Male or female, you may have a nurse that's hitting on you. What? And then you have a Tower again. Both of you have a Tower in your outcome. So the Tower can be electric magnetic sex. It can be my orgasm card. I don't know if that's the case here, though. I kind of want to look at your energy first. The Tower with the Seven of Swords. Traditionally, Seven Swords is the liar, cheater, thief card, or someone who's very indecisive or contemplative, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm headed in this direction. I stole this, but I'm going to go back for those two, or I haven't decided if I'm... Seven of Swords is not a great energy. I'm just going to be honest. And the fact that it's being clarified with a Tower... Don't drink the Kool-Aid, I'm being told to say. Something about the group dynamic. There's a shady group dynamic. There's someone who's overexerting their power of influence here. They're trying to convert the whole group. I don't know what that's about. This may even be very heavy pressure from this person's family or from your family. I like your person's energy, kind of. They're very ferocious. They're ready to pounce on you with love. Give me one more card on this, please. Like, I'm struggling with this. What is this one, Spirit? In Sagittarius person's action? Cut it off. Yeah, okay, so there's something weird about this person's intentions. Feeling pressured. Feeling like you have to conform to their standards. It's something like your person may actually have mental health issues. Sorry, I don't mean to offend, but Queen of Swords is all about intelligence, logic, making clear decisions, being open to transformation. There's no cloudy skies, right? So there's illumination, there's clarity, there's very empowered feelings. But then it's being a Tower, so it's saying cut the bullshit, cut the person who's unstable, cut the person who's like just look at that card. Like, in metaphor, it's like gun to your head, make a decision. Someone who's pressuring you to speak. I'm sort of getting like, nope, like that. This does not have good vibes on it. It did initially, but God, and then there's the Tower again. You have 3 Towers, Sagittarius. What the hell is going on? This is what I get from the universe for trying to dodge the bullet of these cards that came up. I was like, that's it. I'm not reading these. We're going to get a good message. Sagittarius, what is going on? The Tower is Mars energy too, so power, domination, wrath, anger, arguments, fighting. It sometimes can be related to Aries as well as Scorpio. The Tower does bring healing. The Tower does bring the Star, which is an Aquarius energy. And you do have it coming up in your heart space. But did you turn your back on an Aquarius who liked you? That's sort of what I'm getting from this. Or just quite simply, you're going to rebound with an Aquarius. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is starting to make sense to me. All right, sorry. Let me tell you what this is. I'm seeing it now, but I had to go into your energy. This person who you potentially work with, the one who's spying on you and holds a cup of love, the one who's probably going to get drunk happy and come in with, I love you, Sagittarius, and I think you're so cute. And again, it could be male. I'm not at all making this a gender thing. It could be a very vocal male and he's all in his feels and in his alcohol and he's just like, oh my God, you're beautiful and I love you, whatever. That's going to happen, but unfortunately, again, you meet them in a social setting. There's multiple people there. And so while they have feelings for you, you're tagging someone else in the group, Sagittarius. And again, I don't mean to make that a gender thing. It's like in metaphor, it's like you're scanning the heads, you're scanning the body, you're scanning the face. The one who has eyes for you, you're like, nope, you're cutting it off. You're not seeing it, but it's with clarity. There's not confusion about, well, maybe I have feeling, like, you're not interested in that person. You're scanning, you're tagging another, probably female. I'm going to say it, whether you're male or female. Watch that, because it's like you're coming in to a group of friends, and so there's going to be a lot of mixed feelings about that group. There's Tower moments there. There's explosions of anger. For this person who's probably kind of tipsy already, they're just going to start crying, and they're going to try and drive home drunk, and like the friend is going to have to intervene. Like, there's a lot of like, well, that escalated quickly. This probably happens at someone's birthday party or an anniversary party. Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords, exactly. There's 2 females here. I suppose it could be males if they're very in touch with their feminine side, which is possible. But I'm just saying, it almost like it comes to a head between two people, and you're not one of those people. It's not the Fire Queen, right? Or Fire King, whatever. It's air and water. Sagittarius. This is drama. This feels like an episode of The Real World. Is that show even on anymore? MTV, The Real World? When people stop being polite and start getting real. That's what I get from this. Now this is actually kind of interesting. It's kind of exciting, but good Lord, Sagittarius. Drama. Drama City. So coming up in your head, yeah, there's someone coming on to you, and I think in a very polite way you're going to be like, thanks but no thanks. And then they're going to come in again, and then they're going to put their arm around you, and then they're going to touch your thigh, and you're going to be like, no. And then they're going to keep doing it, and you're going to be like, fuck off. Literally, that's what this is. You're putting up your walls with someone because your heart rests with someone else. It might be an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or an Aquarius. This obviously is an oddly specific message. It's not going to be for everyone, but pieces of this message will still resonate with a lot of you out there. For some of you have feelings and affection for an Aquarius, and you do think about them quite sexually. It could be that you feel like the Aquarius is hot and cold, or that they've turned their back on you. Tell me about that. Has the Aquarius turned their back on Sagittarius? The earth sign of the Aquarius. Tell me where we're at with that. Because, yeah, there's an air sign or a water sign that you're just like, nope. 6 feet back, motherfucker. That's what I get from that. Like, you want no part of it. They're also, okay, so there might be some sort of trip or travel to go see the person you love. You may actually discover that when you get there, they may have someone else waiting in the wings. Oh, Sagittarius. This is brutal. There's a Cancer who has feelings for you, but they know that you're with someone else. Yeah, there's someone trying to graduate and grow out of a relationship with you, but you're not with them. This feels like an ex, but they're struggling. It's like they're in the car, the key is in the ignition, they just have to step on the gas, but they don't want to leave your world. They don't want to leave you behind because this is probably a new person coming into your spread. They do have feelings and affection for you, but you may be the one who's turned their back on them, right? It's not face forward. It's the opposite. It's like, nope. Cold shoulder. That has to do with a Cancer, Aquarius, or Capricorn. But I will say, if that resonates, as Cancer and Capricorn come out again, that's funny. Yeah, Cancer and Capricorn, it is for your best and highest good. For most of you to drive away, to walk away from the Sag, and to reinvest energy in living your best life on your own terms, because there is something about the Sag isn't ready or willing to commit to you right now. They have their eye on someone else, or they've turned their back on you for a reason. I don't know what all those reasons are. That's not always made clear to me, but yeah, I don't know why I'm being called to do this. My Cancers and my Capricorns, you're going to have a wake-up call, a judgment call that you were wasting time on an offer that isn't coming to you. And by keeping yourself in this headspace of, oh, I'll just wait a little bit longer because eventually they'll see the light, you are lessening your power. You are giving your power up to someone else when you do that. You need to have strength and pride and confidence that you're worth it, right? That there's other opportunities available to you. And for those I don't know why I'm saying this in Sagittarius' reading. Sagittarius has blocked you. You need to walk towards the Pisces or the Leo. There's better luck there. Anyway, so let's go back to Sagittarius here. The Ten of Swords. Good Lord. You're going to be under attack because of third-party energy. It's coming through here so strongly, you guys. Someone has eyes for you, but you have eyes for someone else, and unfortunately those two other people know each other or work together, and there's going to be towers, there's going to be fighting, there's going to be threats made when people are inebriated. There's like a lot going on here. So the person you're shooting your love arrows at, is that another Sagittarius? Is that a Gemini? Some of you went through a very brutal breakup with a Gemini. You had your own tower moment. This feels like Rebound City. Everybody is rebounding because they all just went through tower moments with someone. It's going to get messy, Sagittarius. What is this? Who is Sag shooting their love arrows at? 6 of Wands. Walk away from the one who broke your heart, Sagittarius. It's not worth it. And maybe that message I gave to the Cancers and Capricorns, maybe that was for you. Maybe it's in reverse. Maybe you need to walk away from a Cancer or a Capricorn that broke your heart. But there's something about the resistance to do it. It's like, again, it's like you're you're clutching the brake when you're supposed to be accelerating. There's something about a victory in walking away from recognizing that something came to an end in a way which you were not thrilled, you were not happy about it. There's victory in walking away, in driving away, moving the hell on, of graduating. You've been through the trauma, you've been through the brunt of it. Now it's like it's time to move on and rebuild. And maybe some of you, you gotta do what is right by you. Some of you are going to choose to rebuild the tower with the one that it came down upon. You had a tower moment with someone, and you felt very stressed, and again, under the gun. All these metaphors of guns, and I'm not trying to make this a scary reading. You are the archer, so that makes sense. It really doesn't worry me. It's a metaphor, right? Someone is taking aim at you, but you're the target, and you're like, it's like you don't know what way to go. It's your natural instinct to run and not be the target of someone's love and affection if you don't even know where you stand with them. There's multiple... Maybe your person is like a part of the NRA or I don't know, maybe they're a deer hunter, right? Again, this is all a metaphor for something bigger. Someone has their sight on you. You're in their target. Now, you may be a target of their wrath, but it could be that you're a target of their Cupid love arrows, right? Someone has their eyes set on you. There's something about a tower moment with someone or something that happened in the past. You guys are going to try and rebuild it in a silly way by interjecting humor. Some of you are going to play video games with your ex, and then you're going to end up making out with them after. Oof, Sag. And then you're going to feel like shit again, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like something ends, and then it's like, let's have fun. It's no big deal. We can still be friends. Then you're going to sleep with them, and then you're going to be like, fuck, why did I do that? You got to protect your energy, Sag. All right, enough with that. Let's get you some new messages. For those who don't relate to that, I did the same thing for Aries. These are heavy messages. The fire signs are going through it. I'm sending you guys my love. I'm sending you all the best. Tell me more about Sagittarius' love life. Let's get them some. Let's switch decks. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Queen of Wands looking at you or vice versa. Brand new messages for Sagittarians who don't relate to that one. Give me some love messages for Sag, please. There is potential marriage or contemplation of a marriage with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It could also be a Taurus. This is someone, though, who doesn't know who they want to choose. They're not certain they want to put all their eggs in one basket. This could be a someone who hasn't decided if you are marriage material, Sag. Because they see you as committed to something or someone else. For a lot of you, it has to do with your work. It's like you're a workaholic, and so this person isn't sure if you could nurture a relationship right now. Right. So with the Pisces, or the one who's very secretive, you're suspicious of it, and I think you're going to end up going in the opposite direction. There's too much secrets. There's not enough information being shared, and both parties are suspicious of something. So you guys may try some time apart. Or, I mean, the King of Wands is the master communicator. So if you choose to speak your truth about the secrets in a relationship, it could be that you get to a point where you can peacefully move on together, go from rocky waters to smooth shores. But I just keep wanting to say there's suspicion there. So I don't know if there was like infidelity or something, especially, in a marriage. There may have been some infidelity with a Pisces. But yeah, between you and your water sign, there are two kings here, so this could be same-sex couple, or whether you are male or female. If you're interested in males, it's saying there may be two options, in which case you're not really sure, are you? Is it fire or is it water? Well, you're temperance. Maybe you'll blend them together. Sounds like an orgy. That's not what I meant. Gosh, Sagittarius, you're so independent. Some of you are going to leave both options behind, and you're just like, I'm good. I'm going to figure it out, but I'm in no rush. Page of Wands, you got a crush on a fire sign. This person may have a child. So they're very likely a single parent, or maybe they're married. You got a crush on a fire sign and a Cancer, maybe? Or you're trying to be real chill. It's like you're not trying to show face that you have a crush on this person, but you write about them in your journal, or you write songs about them. or you share a shared space, particularly a workspace. There's a mutual key that you guys share. You're going to reach out to them. You're going to send your Cupid love arrow at them. It might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, it might be a wife or a mother, someone who's already married. They would accept the offer. It would bring them peace of mind. But someone is playing games, though. I can't do this anymore, Sag. I don't know what to tell you. Every time I think it's headed in a new direction, it spins off in the other one. Give me some zodiac signs, please, for Sagittarius. New love with a Capricorn. Yeah, you have 2 cards of Capricorn. That's a cusper, isn't it? Sag. Am I making that up? Yeah, no. It goes Sag into Capricorn, does it not? Yeah. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah. Sag and Capricorn. Then you have Scorpio, you have Libra, and you have Capricorn. You do have an Ace of Cups, so for those looking for new love, it's coming in. It's coming in. In fact, I think you have too many options, and maybe that's why you're confused. But do as you will, Sagittarius. Sending you my love. If you're still here, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.